The Bible says in John 3:16, "For God so loved the world, that he gave his only begotten Son, that whosoever believeth in him should not perish, but have everlasting life. For God sent not his Son into the world to condemn the world, but that the world through him might be saved. He that believeth on him is not condemned, but he that believeth not is condemned already, because he has not believed in the name of the only begotten Son of God." And notice this word, this verse, these couple verses. "And this is the condemnation, that light is come into the world." Jesus is coming into the world. He says, "I am the light." He says, "I am the light of men." The Bible says, "This is the light which lighteth every man that cometh into the world." John 1:9. Jesus gives light to everybody. The Bible says, "This is the condemnation, that light is come into the world." Christ is come into the world. "And men loved darkness rather than light, because their deeds were evil. For everyone that doeth evil hateth the light." That's why they say, hey, you need to hate Christians. You need to mock Christians. You need to make fun of Christians. You need to not have anything to do with Christians. Why? Because they hate the light. "Neither cometh to the light." They won't come to Christ, lest his deeds should be reproved. "But he that doeth truth cometh to the light, that his deeds may be manifest, that they are wrought in God." Somebody with a humble spirit, somebody with an open mind will come to Christ. The Bible says, a wise man receiveth instruction, and the multitude of counselors there is safety, but an evil man stiffeneth his neck. He stiffens his neck. He doesn't want anything to do. He doesn't want to hear. And I understand, I'm a young guy, and these older atheists, they get so mad. And it breaks my heart. I love these people. And I don't want anybody to be deceived. That's why I preach messages like this. Because this is probably the last evolution message I'll preach for a while. But there's a reason why kids are going and shooting up schools. There's a reason why, because they think that they're nothing. They don't think they're made in the image of God. Hey, folks, I want you to know that God at one point in history, actually, the Bible says he formed you out of the dust of the ground. That he literally formed your face, and he formed everything about you in his own image. And he loves you. And you're made in his image. Think about that. God made us in his image. Lived a perfect life. Was tempted at all points like as we are, yet without sin, the Bible says. God doesn't want anybody to go to hell. But if you go to hell, it's only because God never knew you. Most religions are trying so hard to work up to God. They're trying so hard to just make it to God. But Christ actually came down to our level. He actually came down to us. And the Bible says he was moved with compassion towards the multitudes. Think about that. God, he was moved with compassion, and he loves people, and he wants to touch each and every heart, and he wants to touch and move in each and every life. And so that's the difference. God came down here. He took our place. He took my place. He took your place. And if you're not sure that you're going to heaven, there's men of God here that would be more than glad to show you how you can know for sure that you're going to go to heaven when you die. The Bible says you can know that for sure.